FIFA and its president Gianni Infantino have been accused of breaking trust through deception in an open letter issued by UEFA, CONCACAF and the Asian Football Confederation. The three continental associations, which combine to represent 143 nations, released a 3-page document as they look to increase pressure on Infantino. In the open letter, the associations say football belongs to no individual and that trust has been broken through deception. It says attempting to seal an interest in the World Cup was a profound failure of judgment, adding that there is silence where there should be accountability. And in conclusion, it says, we call for leadership that serves football, not seeks to command it. Okay, lots happened in the last 2 weeks, and the war of words has just gone up another level, hasn't it, Carvo Solocol?
Yeah, the pressure increasing on Gianni Infantino. I think basically he wants us to stop talking about him and stop talking about his future. Of course, with all due respect, we're not going to do that. We're going to carry on talking about him. And UEFA, CONCACAF, the Asian Football Confederation are going to carry on talking about him because they want him out. They've had enough of him. They just think what he got up to in secret, trying to sell a stake in the World Cup to private investors linked to President Donald Trump, was just one scandal too many. And they're well aware of the fact that he's trying to brush it under the carpet. He's trying to pretend it's business as usual. But they see that he's down and they want him out. And they're going to do whatever it takes to force him out. Reading that open letter, it was quite a long open letter, and I sensed that there was some sort of diplomacy going on, because the letter starts off by saying the things that have been achieved over the past 10 years, 10 years, of course, when Infantino has been the president of FIFA, have not been down to him. They've been down to the whole of football. And it mentions an expanded World Cup. It mentions the World Cup in 2030 being in Spain, Portugal, and Morocco. 2034 being in Saudi Arabia. It makes it explicit that there is no going back on those decisions. So I sense that there'd been some talks going on behind the scenes just to get the Asian Confederation on board, because they want to protect having the World Cup in 2034. And for instance, CONCACAF as well. So it's a well-written letter. It makes some really good points. Reading between the lines, it says, Gianni, get out of FIFA. We have absolutely no faith in you anymore.
Well, UEFA last week insisted that FIFA's defence of Infantino changes nothing about a potential boycott of competitions. Do you still see that happening?
I still think it's on the table, but the clock is ticking. I think, in 3 weeks' time, there's the Women's Under-20 World Cup in Poland. Now, that is a country that are a member of UEFA hosting a FIFA tournament. There are lots of European countries, including England, due to play in that tournament. So as things stand, there'd be no European teams playing in that tournament. And there'd be question marks over whether that tournament can go ahead. Obviously, we've been trying to get answers to find out what is the state of play, but nobody's really talking about what is going to happen. I think most people are just saying, for the time being, it's business as usual. We're going to prepare as if the tournament is going to go ahead. But I think UEFA's threat of a boycott is very, very real. They're very serious about this. They cannot envisage a situation in which they can carry on working with Gianni Infantino. And I also think Gianni Infantino has got problems within FIFA, because don't forget, this meeting that he called last Thursday, was in Morocco. And only a few members of the management board were invited to it. Now, at the time, I said, why is this meeting in Morocco? This meeting should be in Zurich, FIFA headquarters, and everybody should be attending to hold him to account. So UEFA is seeing through these games that Gianni Infantino is playing. He's been in Morocco over the weekend. I think he was in Colombia for the inauguration of the president of Colombia. I mean, again, with all due respect to the president of Colombia, I'm sure he's a very well-regarded person. He's just won an election. Good luck to him. Colombia is a beautiful country. But why does Gianni Infantino need to be there? What's that got to do with football? I mean, is he going to come to number 10 when Andy Burnham becomes prime minister? I think Gianni Infantino is trying to distract us. He's trying to send out the message that I'm a statesman. I'm carrying on with my job. I'm traveling all around the world in my private jet provided by the Qatari government. Meanwhile, you're having all these little trivial arguments about my future, and people in Europe are getting really worked up and hysterical. Let me just carry on doing my job. The problem he's got is 3 out of the 6 confederations now want him out.
He's not fooling you, is he, Hhge? No chance at all, no distraction there. Your eyes absolutely on the ball. So tell us, I've asked you this a lot, can he cling on? Is he still going to be
Honestly, look.
12 months' time?
I always think you've got to give straight answers. You don't sit on the fence. My feeling is he's finished. I think he's finished. It's only a matter of time before he goes. And I don't say that because of the letter that came out today, because there are many countries in Asia who still back him. There are countries in CONCACAF who still back him. For instance, Mexico. We had a statement from their football federation a couple of days ago saying they still backed him. So the opposition to him is not rock solid in Asia and also North Central America and the Caribbean. He still has support. But the way I'm thinking about it is he can't function. He can't function because he doesn't have the support of everyone at FIFA. For instance, does he have the support of Arsene Wenger? I don't think so. Does he have support of the FIFA Council? Does he have the support of even people within his own administration? I don't think so. I think he's trying to put a brave face on it. He's trying to pretend it's business as usual. But I think it's more and more likely that he is going to have to resign. And if he doesn't resign, then I think UEFA, the Asian Football Confederation and CONCACAF will maybe call an emergency meeting, the council or the Congress, and try and force him out that way. But that is very, very risky because he may have the votes to survive a vote of no confidence. And that is why I think UEFA, AFC, CONCACAF have not come out and called for that emergency meeting yet, because they have to be absolutely sure that they have the numbers to win that vote.
Okay, brilliant. Thank you for the moment, Hhge.